Eh? You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, welcome to another conversation, right? So today I'm here with one of our employees. He's an older employee this time around. Who also did CBEX. What do I call it?
CBEX.
CBEX.
Yes.
Okay. So he did CBEX, and I'm curious to hear his own testimony. He said he made $1,000 from it. And so I want to hear. So first of all, how did you hear about this CBEX? Because I didn't hear about it until the thing collapsed totally.
Okay. Thank you, and I count it a privilege to be here and also to enlighten the audience on what transpired. So for the CBEX, I also didn't hear it. A friend of mine, we have been friends for quite a while. He reached out to me and said, Michael, there is something that I'm currently doing that's giving me good cash. And I was like, what is it? He told me, Michael, I no longer keep money in the bank. Oh. Any money I make, I put on CBEX and I get it double. I was like, I'm curious. So he reached out to me in December. I told him, guy, I have my rent to pay. He said, Michael, take that rent, put in this stuff. I can assure you by January, you will double it. I say, my level of risks never reached that one. No vex. I can't. I've given my landlord my word and I need to keep to it. So I did pay my rent by December. By January, he's back again. He was like, okay, this time I'm guaranteeing you anything you put. If your money did not come back, I will pay you.
Wow.
Like,
He was that confident.
Very, very confident. Very, very confident. And this was a friend. We were roommates for like 2 to 3 years. So I take his word for real. So what happened was he now said, okay, I told him, for now, I don't have much cash, right? But I can put in, say, okay, let's do a collabo,
Okay.
right? So this was the genesis of it. So we did a collabo by January. By January, we did a collabo, and I brought in 80,000. He also brought in 80,000.
80,000?
Yes, 80,000 naira.
Okay.
So that was about.
He brought 80,000.
He brought in 80,000.
So that's 160.
That was 160. So
by
that
the way, those of you watching, if you did CBEX, type how much you invested and how much you made. Right? Yeah, go ahead.
So that was 160, and that 160 gave birth to $100. So that $100 was now converted to USDT because that was the currency it's being traded on. And he sent me his link, and I registered through his links. And then the what they were doing then was they normally give signals.
Okay.
You know, that was how, as of that January time, for the gurus, they understand. So they give signals, they have Telegram group, they give signals. So what you just do is go to the signal, is either you put or you throw. There is two options. So they will just drop the signal, and the signal normally comes by 2:26 and 7:30. Nigerian time.
Okay.
So they use UK time, but Nigerian time.
Okay.
Funny enough, I have my alarm set for the signal.
Hey, while you are working here, you see how some people are using the employer's time to be trading. Okay, God knows you people.
So once the alarm ring, is my trading time. I just go and see what they have put on the group and I trade. So to be fair and sincere, I wasn't that serious. So by the end of January, my friend was angry. And this like true life story. Was very angry. Was like, Michael, you're not serious. By this time we've gotten to $20.
$220. So your $100 turned to $220. And your friend is still angry that you are not serious.
Yes, that
you are not pressing the button.
Yeah, so I was missing some trades, and that was the truth.
Okay.
I was missing some trades. So it was like, if it was your money you use in this, you'll be serious. So that he's withdrawing the money, right?
Yeah.
So he withdrew $100 and pocketed it. I was like, brother, let me even test the profit of this thing I did now. So he gave me two options. It's either you continue with the 120 or I'll give you what I've withdrew and I'll take up the account and start trading with it. I don't have an issue. I can even withdraw everything. Just let me have the account and I'll start trading with it.
Okay.
I was like, okay. Some funds, came into my hand and okay, let me upgrade what I'm doing. But the plan, so I had an exit plan before joining. And the exit plan was, if I'm able to double this money, I'll pull out what I've doubled and the money I've put in. Then whatever is left there, I'll continue with it. If it goes,
who taught you that model?
So gladly, I got this from my chairman. Most of his business teaching, he normally teaches us that if for any reason you want to even do Ponzi scheme, you should have what is called an exit strategy, and you should not be too greedy.
I didn't even ask you to do Ponzi scheme. If you are doing high risk investment, that's the way I put it. I didn't say Ponzi.
If you are doing high risk investment.
But you can see him, he learned from me how to do high risk investment methods to use. But he got his CBEX, he didn't even tell me. But go ahead. Even the $1,000, I didn't chop out of it. But I'm listening.
So I was like, okay, what do I do now? So money entered my hand. I called him. I said, okay, bro, I'm serious. Let me put into this thing because he was bombarding me with testimonial.
This is your friend now. Wow. So how much did you now put in?
So I now put in $480.
$480.
Yes, I put in $480. I put in $480 to now sum my money to $600.
From this your salary and commission. Hey, Chineke more. You guys see that my money is in this CBEX, even though I didn't put money, because employees that have done this thing. Okay, so you put $480, and what then happened? When did you put the $480?
So I can't forget, because all of the receipts are also here on my phone. I put in $480 on the 14th of February. That was when I put
14th of February. What you should have used to do Val for your wife. you went to give CBEX. Okay.
So to now make my money 600.
Okay. From what used to be there.
Yes.
So it's now 600.
Because he left 122.
Yeah.
So
which was your money.
Yes, what my money. And he gave me the option to either take the 120 and go or continue trading with the 120 or whatever I want.
Yeah.
The account is now mine because what we were doing before was the joint
operation. Okay. So you had $600.
So I had
14th of February.
14th of February.
So what then happened?
So how it trades, from what I gathered, it trades with 1% of your money.
Okay.
So every day I was making $12
every day.
Yeah, every day, because it trades twice. Okay. $6 every day.
Every day.
So as it's progressing, it will leave from that 600 once it enters 700, it now start trading $14 every day. So I continued trading. I traded up until after March. I was now having around, the numbers might not be very correct now, but I was having around 1,000. I was having around 1,005.
Okay,
$1,500.
So you've really more than double. So you've more than double your money actually.
Yes. So so I've doubled my money. Then they now brought in one very juicy offer to say every Sunday for those people that have up to 1,005, up to $1,000, they'll be giving them $50.
Wow.
So, on the 6th of April, that is a Sunday.
6th of April, just this 6th of April.
Yes, on the 6th of April, they gave that bonus. By Monday, I was already putting out for withdrawal. My friend told me that I can't withdraw because I just got a bonus. So I'll be able to withdraw on Wednesday. So after I traded on Tuesday, on Wednesday night, I called him, bro, I want to withdraw. He said they were going to take a 5% of this thing. So what I withdrew was $1,100.
$1,100.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Odogu of CBEX.
So
hey, clap for the Odogu of CBEX. Okay, first person I'm hearing made money, $1,100. Wow, interesting.
So
you want to show me the evidence? Let me see it. I like to see it. Right?
So
receipt. CBEX with a receipt.
So here is it.
Hey, let me see.
Because it was him that
they now convert to Naira.
Yes.
Come and see. I bring it closer. Odogu of CBEX made $1,100 from CBEX. This was, what date is it?
That should be on the 8th, because it was on the 8th of April I withdrew. So
that is 8th April. This was even in the night. This was 10:04.
It was after the trade that night by 7. I told him, bro, I need to withdraw. I need to withdraw one. He was like, how much? You want to withdraw?
CBEX, CBEX,
And I told him $1,100.
Yeah.
So they took $55. So what was converted here is $1,045, and that was what's converted into Naira and was sent to my account. So I still had about 500 there, which actually is there.
And in 4 days, the 500.
And in 4 days, the 500
before the thing crashed.
850.
Turned to 850 in 4 days before the thing crashed.
Before it crashed. So I was not like, this bonus is too much. So what happened is, normally trade twice a day, but I'll wake up sometimes. When I wake up in the morning, I'll see that they have added like $30. Sometimes they have added like $40.
They're just giving you free money.
Giving free money.
Now, my question is, thank God you made money instead of losing money. But my question is, were you aware this was a Ponzi scheme when they were asking you to do it?
Okay, to be sincere, I didn't really do my background check.
So you didn't see it as a Ponzi scheme?
If you open the site, you will see different certification they claim they already had. If you go to Telegram, they had groups on Telegram. They had people, I can tell you, that put their life down to tell you that this is genuine. They had a team they call ST team and what have you. So they had people on ground ready to refute any this thing you came up with. I didn't really see it as a Ponzi scheme, but after I withdrew and started seeing what was going on social media, because to be fair, this was my first ever I was doing. Even when MMM came, I did not. I did not. I said, no, I'm not going to do this. But when this one came, and from who it was coming from and the juicy part of it, I said, let me give it a try. And let me say I was very lucky. I wasn't part of those that were crying. Recently, even my friend that introduced me currently is in tears.
Really?
He's in tears. I had to call him. Okay, bro.
So your friend, when you withdraw 1,100, your friend didn't withdraw?
He didn't withdraw.
He probably will have more than 10,000.
He didn't withdraw. It's a confidential conversation, but I think he's one of the 100 that lost, if they want to put it in people that lost money, because I didn't know where he borrowed that confidence from, but the confidence was just too much. In terms of the loss, the confidence was too much.
Wow.
And one of his strategies, put in, I'm ready. If it goes down today, I'll pay you.
Jesus. So you can imagine how many people he needs to pay now.
I just pray there's nobody that is in that? Because
No, but I mean, there would be most likely a lot of people he needs to pay. So, looking at this, I don't know who's calling you. What's the advice you have for people? First of all, who always want to get into this get rich quick scheme? What's your advice?
okay, so my advice would be there is no easy way out. And I'm very grateful to all of my friends that are seeing this now that I talked to that did not join. Thank you very much. I'm not angry. I'm not angry.
So you also wanted to recruit.
But one of the things that also gave me confidence in also doing it was the part where you are not being pressured to bring people, but they do it subtle. They don't. Theirs is not so pronounced like other. This thing you see, they'll tell you you cannot withdraw if you did not bring anybody. So theirs is if you bring whatever the person is coming with, they'll give you a percentage.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like if you didn't bring somebody, they were not going to give you your this thing. So that on its own, I was like, okay, if they are not doing the two people, because the one we used to know is bring two people that will bring two people. So theirs was very subtle on how they were doing it. They were using bonus to do it. So I want to say there is no easy way out on this. I was lucky. I don't count myself smart. I'm just saying I was lucky. This, from what I've read so far, doing my research, to see that this has been a recurring fact. It keep coming. It will come in a different name.
Yeah.
There's no way out. There are very, very genuine investments you can put in your money that will take time. Every genuine investment takes time. One of the
Go ahead.
one of the strongest way, or one of the way to know that an investment is fake, is when the time frame is very short. They want to turn it around just like that, just like that. One of the things you now have to start asking yourself is, what business are they doing to turn that money around that, that fast? So my advice would be, do your background study, be very, very careful on the return on investment is key. Because if a business is not making profit, what would they pay you with, right? They were robbing Peter to pay Paul. I was one of the poor they robbed Peter to pay. Not mocking my fellow CBEX people, but again, this is not something we should do. This is not something we should encourage, right? We should learn to grow with patience. We should learn to trust the process. That is one of the things my chairman will always say. If you jump up, you definitely come down. But if you grow up, definitely you stay up. So let's learn to trust the process. Let's learn to, no matter how small the return is, once you know it's genuine, keep following it. And I can tell you, you grow big.
One of the things that I am personally not happy with this CBEX thing is, GTES, for example, is an organization where you could make legitimate money, 10% on every transaction you bring for us, selling real estate. And people could have even used, I'm talking of those recruiting, you can use the same energy for CBEX. And tell anybody who has done CBEX and is good at raising people for CBEX, come and recruit people for a legitimate business,
Yes.
right? And you still earn, right? Recruit for a legitimate business, sell for a legitimate business, bring investors for a legitimate business. Because the way we so shun legitimate businesses and then give so much attention to illegitimate businesses, right? To Ponzi scheme, give so much attention, so much energy, so much resources, right? We have a very safe, reasonable ways you could invest in real estate in Nigeria, in Dubai, in UK, in US. We have GEST where you can begin to invest small and get annual returns on your investment. A cooperative, a digital cooperative in Nigeria, a SEC-filed US fund in the US. All these opportunities are there and people don't take advantage of it. And I'm shocked at how many employees, it's a shame that even my own employees, many of you At least you came forward, maybe because you made money from it. Many, I'm very sure, many of our people, whether full-time employees or our G&A, that are over 15,000, I'm sure many did CBEX. Now that it has crashed, will you people put energy into the real business now?
Put energy, sir.
We'll put energy. Speak up now.
We'll put energy. And I also think we'll also try as much as possible to understudy their model and see how we can adopt their model, because these were faceless entities that recruited Nigerians in the millions. And
why do you think Nigerians in the millions went to it? Is that most Nigerians, many Nigerians have scammers mentality. It's always a function of who is scam who first. That's the issue, right? You won't get Nigerians in their millions to do this. What hurts me personally, we keep claiming there's no money in Nigeria.
There is, sir.
Right? And yet over $900 million, guys, $900 million. In fact, just 6 years ago or so, this was Nigeria's budget, 1.3 trillion, right? Was Nigeria's budget under Goodluck Jonathan just a few years back. And so we claim there's no money in the country, and people gather this huge money. And most of the people involved are not the richest. That you won't find a billionaire who did CBEX or did any of these things. And I've written 2 books that talked about investment, building wealth. Billionaire Habits, this is like the part 1, and then the Billionaire Code, which is like part 2. You could read this book. We talked about it. The only reason he maybe didn't lose like other people was the fact that he had learned, when I said high risk, I didn't say Ponzi scheme. They are high risk like crypto, like Forex. And I'm talking of even doing legitimately from legitimate platforms. Yes. If you're doing Forex, if you're doing crypto, what I taught you is what you then use for CBEX, which is when you make some money, pull it out. Okay? Pull out. So that you then leave. At the end of the day, if the thing crash, you still have pulled back your capital and some tangible money from it. Right? And I had a mentee of mine who got my course on crypto. This was 2018. And converted $1,000 to $150,000.
Wow.
But he didn't come for my coaching where I said, pull out. Eventually lost from 150, no everything. From 150,000, he lost it to about 60,000. He now put out $40,000. Okay? So we must keep educating our people. And that's why for me, this topic was important. And I'm grateful that you are vulnerable enough to be willing to share.
Thank you.
Because it will teach a lot of people lessons. But let's go for the real thing. This Saturday, at Eco Hotel and Suites, we have the Business Growth Conference. Those of you who are entrepreneurs, when you can do all this marketing, you're already an entrepreneur. Come and learn legitimate principles and processes to grow business, to build wealth in a legitimate way. Come and learn how to scale your business to 4 continents like we have had to do. Okay? Buy books like Billionaire Habits, Billionaire Code, join coaching, have a investment coach, have a business coach. Okay? The only reason, like I said, the first person I interviewed, he was a new staff. He had joined CBEX before he even joined GTEX.
Wow.
Right? He is an old staff, and I'm disappointed he did, but he then used some of the lessons he's learned about high risk investment. In other words, an investment can even be legit, but it's still high risk. And the lesson is number 1, don't put all your money into it. Divide your money into 3. That's what I taught in this book. Divide your investment money into 3. Put a portion into high risk, a portion into mid risk, a portion into low risk. Mind you, when I say high risk, I'm not talking Ponzi. I'm talking of trading in Forex. I'm talking of crypto and some other legit businesses, but the risk is high. They are highly volatile. Trading in stocks could be very volatile. Any form of trading can be volatile, right? So divide your investment to 3. a portion into high risk, a portion into mid risk, a portion into low risk. And I said the rule for high risk investment is that when you make money from a high risk investment, pull it out and leave a little there. If that little grow again, pull it out, leave some there. If it grows, and what will happen is that by the time the high risk crash, you will have pulled out your capital, you will have pulled out profits that you will have put into mid and low risk. What are examples of low risk? Insurance, treasury bill. What are examples of, mid risk? Real estate, buying shares of Fortune 500 companies and several other types of businesses, right? So they said no sound. What's the reason? No sound. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, type I can hear you. Because somebody said no sound. Maybe you just joined. If you can hear me, type I can hear you. Okay? Remove it and put it back. Now, if you can hear me, type I can hear you. Okay, beautiful. So my argument is simple. Divide your investment money into three: mid-risk, low risk, and high risk. And what are examples of high risk? Okay, trading in forex, trading in crypto, or investing in crypto. What are examples of mid-risk? Real estate, buying shares of Fortune 500 companies, and so many others. What are examples of low risk? Insurance, treasury bill, example of low risk. So when you choose to then invest in high risk, pull out once the thing grows, because usually it does grow fast. Pull out a portion, right, and leave the rest. When that one grows again, pull out. Keep pulling out till you have gotten by your capital and a good number of profit, because it will always crash, even when it's a legitimate high risk. At some point, forex market will crash. At some point, if you are trading stocks, it will crash. We saw what happened, how the US stock lost over $6 trillion, right? It will crash. Trading will always crash. So the rule is keep pulling out and put those, when you are pulling out, put them into real estate, which are tangible assets, put them into insurance, put them into treasury bills, right? Tangible assets you can touch. You can touch a house. You can touch a land. Come and buy land. Okay? We are selling land in Nigeria. We're selling land in the US. You know, if you say you don't want to buy land, you can give us the money. We keep buying the land. We keep building the houses. I will share profit with you. You must take seriously your investment this year. You can't keep losing money. You know, the money that you say is not enough, you are still throwing it away into Ponzi scheme. When do we wake up? Let's wake up. Let's get it right. Okay? Let's get the investment right. Right? Come for training. Come for mentorship. Right? Don't be foolish with your money. Be wise. Financial intelligence. I always say this, every shortcut eventually lengthens the journey to wealth. True wealth does not have any shortcut. The only shortest cut to wealth, true wealth, is mentorship. Come on, guys. Are you getting value? And I want you to pick this link, share it with everybody you know, the same way you are sharing the CBEX. Share the knowledge. Share the knowledge that will save people. People are about committing suicide. People are depressed right now as I speak to you. Okay? They are depressed. Can bring the camera closer. Let them see my face. People are depressed because of this CBEX, because many have lost so much money. People, you know the impact of these things. So if the same energy you are pumping to beg people to join a Ponzi scheme, why not use it to share the knowledge? So bad we couldn't pay you your returns or something. That's a way. There's something edging it. Land, real estate is edging that risk. I leave it there. Please tell people, right? Share this link. Let's get more people to learn. No more Ponzi. Michael.
Yes, sir.
No more Ponzi. She put the camera on him. Michael.
No more Ponzi.
Are you sure?
No, there's no quick way to it. There is no quick way to it at all. There's no quick way to it. And this is also lending on the voice of my chairman to, invite you guys for on my status. I said for you not to be another victim of CBEX, come for the Business Growth Conference on Saturday. And I can assure you that it's one conference, that will open your eyes when it comes to what to invest, where to invest, and how to invest, right? I know so many people did this out of ignorance. Some other did it out of wanting to get rich quick. Come for the Business Growth Conference and you thank me later, right? Let's use same energy, we're using to, talk to our families and friends. To also talk to them this time around to come for the Business Growth Conference. And I can tell you, your life will never remain the same. Let's meet at Eco Hotel on Saturday. Time is 9 a.m.
No, 8 a.m.
Okay, 8
Registration starts 8 a.m. Exactly 9 conference starts. So, and you need to register before you enter. So, 8 a.m. on the dot, Eco Hotel this Saturday, Business Growth Conference. You don't want to miss it for any reason, and share the information. My argument is that if we love to share bad news, we love to share Ponzi scheme, we love to gossip, we love to share about somebody failing, but we don't always share about what is working. We don't always share about good things. So share this link. Share this. I want this knowledge to go viral. Okay? I love you all. And once again, thank you for being vulnerable enough to at least share the story on camera.
Thank you, sir. And it's just for other people coming.
Yeah, it's for educational purpose, so people learn and they don't repeat this. Those are the two that have agreed to come forward. The rest are still, shy. Maybe we'll convince one or two more to come share their experience so that we can just educate people on the danger of this Ponzi scheme. Thank God you didn't even use your house rent. Thank God you pay your house rent, because it will have been a disaster. Well, love you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.